How does ependymoma spread through the central nervous system? Imagine a tiny tumor starting in the brain or spinal cord. And like many cancers that spread through the blood to other parts of the body, ependymomas have a different way of moving. They spread through the fluid that surrounds and cushions the brain and spinal cord, called cerebrospinal fluid. This process is known as leptomeningeal dissemination or cerebrospinal fluid dissemination. When tumor cells break away from the main tumor, they can be carried by the flowing cerebrospinal fluid to other parts of the central nervous system. This fluid moves through spaces called ventricles in the brain and the central canal in the spinal cord, creating a highway for tumor cells to travel. The pattern of spread often depends on where the tumor started. If the ependymoma is located in the lower part of the brain, below a structure called the tentorium, it is called infratentorial. These tumors are more likely to spread to the spinal cord. Tumors above the tentorium, called supratentorial, tend to stay in the brain but can still spread within the brain's fluid spaces. Because ependymomas grow near the ventricles and central canal, they can shed cells directly into the cerebrospinal fluid. From there, these cells can travel along the entire brain and spinal cord, reaching multiple locations. While ependymomas can spread through the cerebrospinal fluid, this happens in only about 11% of cases. It is rare for these tumors to spread outside the central nervous system to other organs in the body. This is an important difference from many other types of cancer, which often metastasize to distant parts of the body. Because of this, treatment usually focuses on the brain and spinal cord rather than other organs. Understanding how ependymomas spread helps doctors plan better treatments and follow-up care. When a diagnosis is made, imaging tests of both the brain and spinal cord are typically performed to see if the tumor has already spread. Sometimes, chemotherapy may be given directly into the cerebrospinal fluid to target any tumor cells that have traveled. This knowledge also highlights why regular monitoring with scans is essential, especially if new neurological symptoms appear. It reminds patients and families to stay vigilant and work closely with healthcare providers to manage this condition effectively. Always consult a medical professional for personalized advice, as each case can be quite different.